Hello my handsome answers and my beautiful girls, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my canal. My name is Loris, a collector of all sorts, but mostly of dollies, and today I have a very special video for you guys. We have not done one of these videos in a hot minute, but this is the video that kind of got my channel really like on the map, I guess you could say. It got me quite a few subscribers. So without further ado, we are going to be doing the retail versus what they sell for now on eBay. If you're not familiar with this series at all, it's where I go on eBay and Mercari checking honestly more than 10, but lately what I've been doing, instead of gathering 10 old listings, what I've been doing is grabbing all the listings within the past month, just to give you guys a better ballpark of what your dolls are selling for now, like this month. So somebody commented, forgive me, I do forget the name, but somebody did comment that they wanted me to do Monsterhigh Freak du Chic. So I do own 2 of the Freak du Chic dolls, right? We got 3 Toralei, Gooliape, and my dog is hyper. No, not that. Draculaura. Crazy, right? My mom got me Draculaura. So spoiled. Anyway, it's not about being spoiled, it's about being thankful. But in any case, we're gonna get started. Let me see, is there anything I want to add before we continue with the averages? I'll be giving you guys the retail amount, seeing how much they average for now, and you guys could like see all of these went up in value over the years. We're going to be looking at dolls new in box as well as dolls nearly complete, and the only exception to the rule is Rochelle because she came with the set, and we did do nearly complete averages for her, but we also did included with the set, but I only found 2 listings within the past month. We are including bids this time around and US pricing, so USD pricing only. I think that's all of my disclaimers out of the way. So without further ado, let's see what your dolls are averaging for, shall we? Okay, so the first doll on this list is Jinafire Freak du Chic, new in box. So new in box, at the very least, I seen her sold for 110. At the very most, I seen her sold for $139.99. So that brings her average to $124.80. Out of box, when it comes to Jinafire, nearly complete. So she is, what I did notice, without her fan and her little fire thing, her little plastic piece that comes out of her mouth, she is worth a little bit on the lesser end, but not by much. I want to say like 20. Okay, not by much is actually a lie. So 20 to 50 bucks you can get more for this doll nearly complete if you have the fan and the fire plastic piece. So on the lesser side, $74.99, and then on the most sold within the past month nearly complete is $129, which brings her average to $102.66. Next up, we have Clawdeen new in box. At the very most, Clawdeen was purchased for $225. And at the very least, she was purchased for $202.95, which honestly was a surprise to me. I did not know Clawdeen was that sought after, but honestly, she is a very pretty Clawdeen when it comes to the Clawdeen dolls. I love when they give her colored hair. But that's besides the point, and we all love pastel, don't we? Well, at least I do. So on average, the doll new in box when it comes to Clawdeen is $213.82. Nearly complete, at the very least, within the past month, somebody bought her for $85. At the very most, somebody bought her for $204.03, which brings her average to $137.88. And now you might be thinking, what do you mean by nearly complete? So at least have the shoes and a good amount of their accessories, okay? Now, in regards to, how about Toralei? Let's do Toralei.
The highest someone paid for this doll new in box within the past month is a $125. At the very least, someone has paid $105, bringing her average to $113.13.
Now, as for her being nearly complete, if you bought her, At the very least, somebody bought her within the past month for $39.99. At the very most, $79.99, which brings her average to $58.34. So that way I won't forget, we're gonna go back up to Twyla. Twyla new in box was sold at the very least for $250.99. At the very most, she was sold for $390, which brings her new in box average to $314.14. Nearly complete. The least somebody bought her for, I have 2 listings of $80, and at the very most she was purchased for $280, which brings her average to $166.18. We did Toralei. Now, one of my beautiful goals that I own myself, along with Toralei and Draculaura. Let's move on. Miss Gooliape Jellington. New in box when it comes to Freak du Chic. I have to look up every time. Anyway, pardon me. Freak du Chic Gooliape new in box. At the very most, she was purchased for $250. At the very least, $180.
Her NIB average being 216.24.
Now, nearly complete out of the box. There's a lot of listings here. Hold on. At the very least, I've seen her purchased for $44.95. And at the very most, somebody bought her for nearly complete $192.25, which brings her average to $76.04. And remember, this is both on Mercari and on eBay. Typically, you get a better price on Mercari sometimes, but I noticed with these listings, it actually was the opposite. Sometimes you got a better deal on eBay, which is kind of weird. That usually doesn't typically happen. We'll save Draculaura for last. Because what do they call it? Like a Draculaura tax. Like each time you get a Draculaura for some reason, because she's a fan favorite, she's costs more. So now we're going to do Rochelle, then Frankie, and then Draculaura. Rochelle. New in box. So this is with the playset. At the very most, somebody purchased her for $480. So that's the very most. At the very least, $299.99, which brings her average to $396. Now, if you were to get her out of box, but nearly complete with the playset, in the past month, I've only seen 2 listings that's on eBay and Mercari. One for $256 and one for $200, which brings her average to $228. Now, out of box, not including the playset, but the doll is nearly complete. At the very least, somebody bought her for $89.99. God, she's expensive. And at the very most, somebody purchased her for $175 USD, which brings her average to $119.86. All right, going to my second favorite, Frankie, and this is just in general, not thinking about this line. But new in box Frankie for Freak du Chic. Let's see. At the very least, somebody had bought her for $78. At the very most, $250 new in box, which brings her average to $150.60. Nearly complete out of box Frankie. At the very least, somebody purchased her for $50. At the very most, somebody bought her for $150, which brings her average to $89.61. Now, last but certainly not least, our fan favorite, which honestly, this one had so many, like, I don't know, that big line. That's all of her new in box. It was over 30 listings. So, a very popular one to keep new in box, I guess. So, Draculaura new in box. Give me a second. The very least, I seen somebody purchase her for $180, which honestly for this doll, I don't want to say it's a steal because $180 is a lot of money, but compared to these other listings. But in any case, at the very most, so at the very least, again, keep that in mind, it was $180, but at the very most, somebody spent their hard-earned money to have her new in box for $600.35. Now, a lot of times, if they have like the shipper, the original shipper, it came in, like when it comes to Mattel's shippers, sometimes they cost more. So stuff like that will up the value of a doll. But nonetheless, on average, this doll is purchased for between the two websites for $312.80. Now, out of box, which there was a lot less listings, there was 2, 4, 6, 7 listings between the two apps within the past month. At the very least, somebody purchased Draculaura for $150. At the very most, $260 at the very most, which brings her average to $208.21. Which is honestly astonishing, you guys. It's honestly pretty darn crazy, these prices that these dolls go for. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section below. Were you around the time before there was a huge Monsterhigh hype and you got these dolls like at a better deal? Or were you around when they sold at retail? Did you get them at the store? Because the Draculaura was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so that's probably why she cost a little bit more. And I do apologize, my contacts have been bothering me. I'm gonna take them off in a minute. Oh, they really hurt. This one in particular. But yeah, guys, you'll have to definitely let me know if you own any of these dolls, if you bought them when they're first being released. Do you want these dolls to be re-released? Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. If I did, definitely comment below, because I didn't like double check on like the Monsterhigh website or anything, or any like Wikipedia. So if I missed one, let me know and I'll put the averages down in the comment section below. But yeah, friends, hopefully you all are doing well. Maybe my next video we'll be doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because we're about to reach 1,000. So thank you all of you, whoever's watching this. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my subscribers that have been here way back when I had under 100, under 50. Like, you're the real MVP. I appreciate you. I appreciate my family. I appreciate my dog that's always following me around whenever I do these videos. I appreciate my husband, who half the time hears me making these videos and still watches. Thank you to his family, my own family, my friends, and people that I don't even know that watch this and just keep it on the low. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all the support, and especially those of you that don't watch doll content. You guys just want to see me grow and succeed. Thank you. I appreciate that. And those of you that do watch doll content and you watch my channel as well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate I'm one of the very few chosen ones. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below which doll line you'd like for me to do less. Do you want me to stick to Monsterhigh and just pick a different line? And if so, which line would you like me to do? Would you like me to venture off to Bratz again? Venture off to Barbie? I could try LOL, OMG. If you really want me to. I don't want to. But if you want me to, I'll give it a second chance. I'll give it a second shot. Rainbow high, shadow high. Heck, maybe even pull it. I haven't even thought about doing like a pull it thing. So definitely let me know in the comment section below. This was a long-winded outro, but you guys know I love to yab once I have your attention. So let me know. And yeah, I love you all, and yeah, I love you. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and remember to get more Barbie dolls because they always help you. And thank you for being there for us, and thank you. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.